Hello and welcome. Today we will be discussing one of the oldest if not the oldest civilizations in the Americas, and you probably haven't even heard about this civilization before. The Caral-Supe Civilization was one of the oldest and also most advanced civilizations in the Americas. Located in what is now modern-day Peru, the civilization is thought to have emerged around 5,000 years ago and lasted for several centuries before its eventual decline. The Caral-Supe Civilization was located in the Supe Valley, about 120 miles north of Lima. The civilization developed along the coast of Peru, in a region that is characterized by arid deserts and coastal valleys. The Supe Valley was particularly well suited for agriculture as it had a reliable source of water from the nearby rivers and the soil was fertile enough to support crops such as cotton, beans, and maize. The Caral-Supe Civilization developed several large cities in the Supe Valley, including the city of Caral, which is considered to be the most significant site of the civilization. Caral is believed to have been one of the largest cities in the Americas at the time, with a population estimated to be around 3,000 to 5,000 people at its peak. Other significant sites in the region include Espero, Bandurria, and Vichama, which were also important centers of the Caral-Supe Civilization. The success of the Caral-Supe Civilization hinged on their skills in farming and building techniques. They developed sophisticated techniques for managing water and agriculture in their arid coastal region. The idea to have terraced farms originated in the Caral-Supe Civilization. They developed a sophisticated system of irrigation and agriculture to sustain their cities and population by building large terraced fields for cultivation and used canals to divert water from nearby rivers to irrigate their crops. We later see the Incan peoples use this technique as well when they settle in the mountainous regions of Peru. Possibly their most impressive architectural achievement was their pyramid called the Great Pyramid of Caral. This pyramid and all of their structures were built by fitting stones together without the usage of mortar. The exact date of the construction of the Great Pyramid of Caral is not known with certainty, but it is believed to have been built around 2600 BCE, which actually predates the Great Pyramid of Giza by several hundred years. The Caral-Supe people actually built 6 pyramids total. The Great Pyramid of Caral was a large terraced pyramid that measures approximately 150 feet, 45 meters wide, 500 feet, 150 meters long, and 60 feet, 18 meters high. It was constructed using large flat stones that were carefully fitted together without the use of mortar, which is a testament to the advanced engineering and construction techniques of the Caral-Supe Civilization. We see this continued in the Incan Empire several thousand years later. This technique is still a mystery to archaeologists. Some speculate that the stones were shaped using copper chisels and stone hammers, which were then carefully fitted together using a process called levering. This involved placing wooden wedges between the stones and using levers to move them into place. The wedges would then be removed, allowing the stones to settle into place with a tight fit. Although others say that the stones were shaped by the use of stone tools, abrasive materials, and even water. By using water to soften the stone, ancient builders could then shape it more easily and achieve a smoother finish. The stones would then be fitted together using the levering technique or other methods. The Great Pyramid of Caral was built in a series of platforms or terraces, each of which was decorated with a variety of carved designs and motifs, including geometric shapes, animal figures, and other abstract designs. The terraces were accessed by a series of ramps and stairways, which allowed people to climb to the top of the pyramid. At the top of the Great Pyramid of Caral, there was a large plaza which was likely used for ceremonial purposes. It is believed that the plaza was used for a variety of rituals and ceremonies, including offerings to the gods and other important events. The Caral-Supe Civilization was a contemporary of other ancient civilizations around the world, such as those in Mesopotamia and Egypt. While the Great Pyramid of Caral is not as large as the pyramids in Egypt, it is still an impressive feat of engineering. It is very odd how many different unconnected cultures around the world created pyramidal structures all around the same time. Is this just a coincidence or is there something about our history that we have forgotten? I highly recommend Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix if the idea of a lost history intrigues you. The construction of the Great Pyramid of Caral was a major undertaking that required careful planning, organization, and coordination. The people of the Caral-Supe Civilization had to quarry and transport large stones from distant locations, shape them to fit together precisely, and then stack them to form the pyramid. This would have required a large workforce and a sophisticated system of logistics and labor organization. The Great Pyramid of Caral is one of the most impressive examples of the advanced engineering and construction techniques of the Caral-Supe Civilization. It is a testament to the skill and ingenuity of the people who built it, and it remains an important symbol of the achievements and legacy of this ancient civilization. We see many similarities between the Caral-Supe and the Incan Empire in their farming and irrigation techniques, to their building style of fitting large stones together with no mortar. The Egyptians were also able to fit massive stones together with high degrees of accuracy. The Mesopotamians employed a similar style, and they would have had no contact with each other to share this knowledge. Are we to believe that around similar times people developed the same types of building without ever talking to each other? Imagine two people in different rooms told to draw a picture of a house, and they both draw the house the same way. There is definitely a mystery here, or just a coincidence. Despite the civilization's impressive achievements, very little is known about the Caral-Supe people themselves. Archaeologists have uncovered some evidence of their daily lives, including ceramics, textiles, and other artifacts, but little is known about their language, religion, or social structure. The Caral-Supe civilization is thought to be a peaceful society with a relatively egalitarian social structure. Evidence suggests that they had no standing army, and there is no evidence of fortifications or defensive structures in their cities. Instead, it is thought that they relied on diplomacy and trade to maintain good relations with neighboring societies. Another theory is that the Caral-Supe civilization was a more hierarchical society, with a ruling elite who controlled access to resources and power. This theory is based on the presence of large, elaborate buildings in their cities, which may have been used for administrative or religious purposes. While the exact cause of the decline of the Caral-Supe civilization is not known, it is thought to have occurred around 1800 BC. Some scholars suggest that environmental factors, such as drought or changes in water availability, may have contributed to their decline. Others propose that political instability or external factors, such as invasion or warfare, could have played a role. In recent years, the Caral-Supe civilization has gained renewed attention as researchers have sought to uncover more about their culture and history. Archaeological excavations and new discoveries continue to shed light on this ancient civilization, offering new insights into their way of life and the factors that led to their decline. Today, the Caral-Supe archaeological site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it continues to be an important site of study for researchers and scholars around the world. Through ongoing research and exploration, we may one day uncover even more about this fascinating civilization and the people who created it. Despite their decline, the Caral-Supe civilization left behind a legacy that continued to influence the region for centuries to come. Their techniques for managing water and agriculture were adopted by later civilizations in the area, and their architectural style had a lasting impact on the art and design of the Andean region. Perhaps in a future video I will investigate lost parts of our history and ancient cultures that may be older than we once thought. Thanks for watching.